Well, in today's challenging housing market and economy, finding your dream home might feel like searching for a needle in a haystack, right? Well, with compassion and expert advice, today's guest will help us navigate the real estate landscape and get some tips for landing the right investment for your future. Since 1940, Safe Credit Union has been helping people make their financial dreams become realities. Joining us today are Jason Cruz and Casey Jenkins. They're both Safe Credit Union senior managers for real estate lending. So no better folks to talk to us about this than you guys. So Casey, let's start with you. What are some of the key considerations for someone looking to buy a property in today's market? Yeah,
great question. One of the most common questions we get right now is what's going to happen with interest rates. However, one of the real estate market is much bigger than just what's happening with real estate. Many times people are having a life change that's happening, maybe marriage, a growing family, or they need a larger home for their four-legged friend in their house. And so even though rates may be a little bit higher, they're able to find the house they really want or that meets their needs. So it's kind of marry the house, date the rate. So when rates come down in the future, they're able to get a little bit lower payment on that house that they really love.
Okay, that makes sense. Now, are there any advantages to buying a home right now?
There are advantages. Okay. There's a lot of benefits to buying a home, and that's really unique to everybody. Today, with where the market is, there's an opportunity for buyers to buy at today's pricing and get that appreciation or equity over time. Some might even say that, you know, like where rates are today, like Casey mentioned, is now a good time to buy. And I'd say absolutely. Again, because if you're buying in today's market, you get the opportunity for that appreciation over time. And with the scarcity of homes in California, really adds to the home prices here in California. So getting in now allows you to take advantage and get that equity over time. And you still get the opportunity of refinancing down the road when rates come down. So it's really the best of both worlds.
Yeah. Now, how are current conditions, market conditions, impacting the negotiation process?
Yeah, one of the biggest changes we've seen over the course of this last year is more seller concessions. So what that means is sellers are willing to give up a little bit of their equity to provide a credit to the home buyer so that they're able to have the credit to offset some of the costs, maybe some of the title fees or the lender fees. But where we're seeing that really impact our home buyers is being able to use that credit to buy their interest rate down. So even though you may see rates out there at a high level, you're able to use this credit to be able to get a much lower rate than what you're seeing out there on a rate sheet.
Okay, that makes sense. Now, what is the first step for first-time or any really home buyer to take on their path to buying a new home?
We always believe that financing first is the best place to start. We see many home buyers go out and start shopping for a home, and if you kind of compare it to buying an auto, many times they go out, they see the luxury car that they love, they go test drive it, fall in love with it, only to realize, ooh, that payment's a little bit too high. So same thing happens in the home buying market as well. As they go look at these beautiful luxury homes and then realize, ooh, I can't quite afford that. So getting your finances first is really the best place to start. Find those guardrails to, you know, really keep within, you'll have a much better experience.
Yeah, don't get your heart set on something that you can't afford in the long run.
Yes, exactly.
And so what are your tips for buying a new home? What are some specific tips you can give folks out there?
Yeah, well, one of the tips that I would say is relax and enjoy the process. You know, there should be an exciting time in your life. One, maybe you've thought of raising a family or backyard barbecues and family game nights or et cetera. Or maybe you're at a different stage of your life where you're finally able to downsize and eliminate that large lot or large square foot home with all the maintenance and upkeep of it. It's really an opportunity to be able to, I would say, excuse me, you know, take advantage of the market as it is and stay calm and relaxed. It's easy to get stressed over time and when market is like it is and there's a scarcity of homes. You really just need to be able to relax, stay calm through the process and understand that there's not just one perfect house, there's many, and don't fall in love with the first house that you see.
That's a great tip. Yeah, that's a great tip. And are there any pitfalls or mistakes that people make that you see home buyers make?
Yeah, again, I would go back to that financing first. I see so many people go out there, start shopping for their house, fall in love with something that just simply can't afford. So gathering those financials together and really working with someone that you know and trust. I know at Safe Credit Union, all of our mortgage officers have been in the industry for over 20 years. So we have a great depth of knowledge and understanding to really be able to help out our local community.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Thank you guys so much for joining us. And you can find out more by going to safecu.org.